my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Touch yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah, I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Yeah, we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Touch yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Touch yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
Gone and close the curtains, 'cause all we need is candlelight. You and me, and a bottle of wine can hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish you weren't so. So take this wine and drink with me. Let's delete our misery.
One. Hello.
Cheers.
And welcome to the virtual podcast, episode 46. Can you believe we've made it this far? I can't.
Incredible.
We have kind of a shorter podcast today. We're not going to be having a break, and we're not going to have our usual game and world highlights. But we do have good content to replace that. We're going to be talking about some trackers. Apple Vision Pro, very, very nice gold edition. We have a little
Real
story.
gold.
We have a story to tell you guys about some shenanigans that went down. But yeah, we'll get right into it. We have myself, Stream Master Hang Tight, of course. We have
Lord Stream Master.
We have Lord and Savior Kenny Christ.
Kenny Chrysler. Oh my dear.
Owner,
Oh,
CEO,
no, bro. Yes.
Lord, Overlord of Virtual Podcast.
Executive
I should get myself like one of those suits.
We have
Oh, I made a suit.
SuperBurgerPocapcho Burger.
Hello.
And
Been on
The
here a
David.
couple times.
you just heard Shadow of Thy Gods
Hello
is here. Back again.
Yep. Back, but not on time.
You've ruined your whole schedule. It was supposed to be every
I
10
fucked-
episodes.
I fucked up. I fucked
Freak.
every 10 episodes. I fucked it. Fucked it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We ruin our schedule on a regular basis, so it's quite all right.
And of course,
So
thank you to those who are watching, especially those of you who are tuning in live. Had to finish it off with that.
I was just gonna catch you on it that you forgot that bit.
I remembered. I'm good at this. I'm good at this.
Yeah, it's acceptable. It's acceptable.
I'll take it.
Acceptable parameters.
Acceptable gets you degrees.
So, our producer today is Sirius. He's an amazing dude. Sadly, he seems to have some issues with his cable. Hopefully, he'll get his cable fixed sooner rather than later. We can't stand the virtual realms without you, Sirius. You must understand.
We need you back.
Yeah, for real.
All your limbs. All of them.
All the limb.
No comment from Sirius. Oh well.
Sorry, I'm too busy.
Anyway.
Peace right now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
really?
it's such important work you do back there as a producer. You need to, like, literally smack so many keys. Yeah, poor Sirius is having a tough time back there.
Carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel by the time the episode's over.
Yeah, definitely not doing something else.
Oh no, bro.
He's definitely not playing. Let's see what he's playing. Minecraft, Valorant, or World of Warcraft. Definitely not one of those.
Definitely not.
Damn, just calling the man out.
Anyway, Shadow, how have you been doing? What's cooking in the kitchen?
Oh, you're curious what projects I've been up to?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow I'm actually finally recording the promo video for releasing my body bases. So as soon as the video's done getting editing, because someone didn't follow through on what they said.
Oh.
Wow.
So-
Drama.
What a douchebag.
Wow.
I wonder
Jesus
who that could have
Christ.
been.
Yeah.
This man.
Someone should rough this dude up. God.
Let me at him.
But
I bet he's in this room.
And, I released my ethnic hairs that I made. I made a couple of dreadlock sets and a fully adjustable afro through like blend shapes, so you can do like a bunch of different hairstyles with it. I've been mainly doing world commissions lately, so I've been making and building worlds. And,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, my next commission coming up is I'm recreating, I think the entire, like, I think a good portion of one of the first Sonic games in VR.
Ooh.
Really?
So, yeah, it's absolutely huge on what he's wanting. So that'll be fun when that gets released.
Green Hill Zone. That would be sick.
Yeah, no, literally, that's one of the zones. It's like goes
Green
from
Hill zones,
the beach to the Green Hill Zone to like some mountains and then up into like a sky zone. It's really cool. I'm excited to be working
that's
on
incredible. Goodness me, you always have so much stuff going on. Like it's funny.
Yeah.
It's always cool to hear.
I just finished a setup. I recreated a VTuber's room in Blender for them to use as their streaming setup, so that they can stream in VR in their room.
Oh wow, that's like some
Yeah.
next level.
That's what's up, bro.
That's like WTuber.
WTuber? What do you mean by WTuber?
Like you have V and then the next
It's like two V's connected makes a W.
yeah. Yeah, you're already
Virtual tuber?
Yeah,
Virtual Wumbo tuber?
Wumbo.
W2.
That's what I said. Virtual tuber? Virtual.
Anyway, so yeah, David, it's been a hot minute. How you feeling?
Pretty good, man. You know, maybe one of the last few days I'm gonna be on VR before I have to go back to work for a month and a half straight. So, you know, having a good time. Yep.
That's what matters. That's what
Rip.
matters.
Yep.
Yeah, working long periods of the time is, you know, both beneficial and it sucks at the same time, because once you're at work, you know, for those extended periods of time, you don't really have any free time. So it kind of sucks.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, something about, you know, being in the middle of the ocean, but not really any signal or whatever, but it's fine.
So, for the news today, of course, we need to cover the headlines that we've got going on. Apple allegedly or reportedly do not plan to include any support for any controller on their headset platform at all.
No support at all. Even like third
No.
party.
Maybe they'll add some, like one of the developers will add some hooks or crannies, and the game engine at the bottom here really is Unity, right? So depending upon what things they allow through their SDK, kind of will sort of shape what is possible with a controller on their headset platform altogether. Right. I'd be surprised if there isn't any noob or dev or third party modder who aren't able to make a some form of controller support. It might not be native in the OS, but maybe they'll get it to work. I don't know. Unless Apple specifically goes in with the intent to stop it.
Who are they actually targeting with this headset? That's what I'm confused about.
They're fans. They're fans.
Boomers.
It doesn't make sense.
much.
Like, how are you supposed to use it without a controller?
Just pinch.
It could be like
pinch everything.
You pinch.
You pinch.
You pinch. You
You
it
look
could just
and
be like to
pinch.
connect.
My dad does like the finger tracking on Quest. I now have my dad and my grandpa and all my family playing.
Oh
VR
my
chat.
goodness.
Yo, we can have them all on the
It's
podcast.
great.
It'll
Well,
be
there
a
you
family reunion.
Oh no!
A family podcast. I love it. Yes.
Oh my god, that sounds like a horrible idea. I have no idea what off the wall shit my dad would say.
Exactly why we want them.
Yeah, truly. We might
There
need
goes the
to add like a
podcast. There goes the
bleep
podcast.
button for Sirius over there, so he could boop whenever something bad's being said. But yeah, so Apple, that's one of the things that has surfaced in the aftermath of their long-awaited release for the headset, or announcement, I should say. Other than that, a third-party company, I keep forgetting the name of the company, and I've actually closed the tab, unfortunately. But there is a gold edition of the Apple Vision Pro being made. It's gonna cost $40,000, so fairly
What?
cheap. You can just
Base model.
pick it up and the base model, right? So, and there's only going to be created 24 of these units worldwide, allegedly. So if you want one, you kind of have to,
I wonder how much weight
Sign
the
up.
gold will add.
It's not about that. It's about the gold.
Well, yeah. It'd be kind of funny if it was like solid gold, like they redid like the frame and everything just gold.
Because
And it
Yeah.
ended up weighing like
So
4
soft,
pounds.
though.
It's also going to have like a lid, so if you don't want to look through the fish tank, you can just like in pure gold.
It's like a porthole. Just like, doop.
Yeah.
Go
It's,
on a submarine expedition to the Titanic with it.
I mean, honestly, you've seen the pictures of people wearing this thing? It looks
Awkward as heck.
Amazing.
That's
I don't even know how to explain it, but you kind of just look through like a fish tank. It's so silly.
yeah, like it's basically not even VR; it's AR at that point.
I mean, that's like sort of their motto here. It's something in between an AR and VR headset. It doesn't do gaming. It doesn't do that. I mean, the best thing you can use this headset for is actually movies. But that too, it only has 2-hour battery life.
You can watch half of movies.
You can't even make it through one of the Lord of the Rings movies? What is this?
Yep. That's like, you can't even make it through
Yeah,
most modern movies.
You can play it corded,
I could
of
just
course. So you can
I
be
can
corded in your
imagine-
living room.
I was about to say, I can imagine somebody walking around this in public with like a small diesel generator just to power their Apple headset. Just the
I mean,
noise
all
and
you
stuff.
really
Oh,
need to
yeah.
do is to have a solid backpack with the batteries,
Just
some
solar-
PLC batteries in it. Or a solar
Or
panel,
just
yeah.
Be like the Quest. No, just be like the,
Oh,
the
like
Quest
Death
batteries you have
Stranding
now with the
backpack.
batteries that put on the back.
Yeah, that'll do.
You know how the Death Stranding thing has like the little solar panel thing on the side of it? Yeah. Little solar panel attached to the backpack. Oh man. That would not go well.
I mean, there is actually some use cases for this. I am not going to lie, for the Apple Vision Pro headset. I don't know the actual medical term for this, but there is a condition that makes you very light sensitive, both skins and eyes. With this headset, you could kinda,
You can turn your
You
world
could
brightness down on
function.
demand. In real life.
Yes.
You mean wear sunglasses?
Oh, that's what you. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. I like.
Why?
You're gonna turn my world brightness
You know,
down.
You know what? I thought it was a really cool thing until you said
The whole argument, bro. Holy cheese.
Wow, so negative, Shadow. Gee. Look. It's not. It's about being able to slide it. That and also being able to watch whatever unholy shit you watch on your free time as when you're in public that you don't want anybody else to see.
Watching episodes of The Office whilst hanging out with your friends because you don't have a long attention span. Like those videos.
And at the same time, you have the fish tank. You can see your friends can still see you.
I think instead of just showing your eyes, it should show people from the outside what you're watching.
Oh God! Imagine walking in on your friend, laying in bed, doing, you know what? Oh my God! Anyway, enough Apple here. Enough Apple. Apple is. We've already discussed this headset in quite like one of the podcasts we had. So on some other news, there's that some guy approached me on Discord not too long ago, and he actually got his full body tracking functioning using nothing but his phone. Can you believe it?
That's
yeah,
impressive.
the app that people have been using. I've been seeing it everywhere in the dance scene lately.
Yeah, I mean it's quite impressive, and it's only on a phone app. What was it called? I'm gonna bring that dude on the show. I want him to tell me how it functions or how difficult it was to set up.
Driver for
It
VR.
functions kind of just like how the Kinect camera and stuff like that does. It functions exactly the same as that.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Well, it's still really cool that it's possible to do though.
Oh yeah, it's given like standalone Quest users a lot more freedom and a lot more ability of expression. Like I said, I've been seeing it around a lot more in the dance scene, and I've been seeing people utilize it and stuff like that, and it's nice to see a lot of people get really excited about it. Even though it's still like not that good. Hand, please. As I talk, my hand breaks.
I love this about this show. Every time we start complaining about tracking, it's not as good as, our really expensive HTC 3.0s and Tundra trackers. And, whenever we try to do anything, just like a leg goes up in our face or an elbow just goes nuts or whatever. It's just so stupid.
It's the universe
like the
yelling at
elbows
you.
are very personal. Like the elbow's very personal to Kenny.
I know. I like my elbows, It's just how it is.
Right now.
Elbow
But,
tracking,
yeah.
Cough, cough.
There's also that
was too
Mocopi.
lazy.
Mocopi. Sony pushed an accelerometer-based tracker. IMView.
Yeah.
IMFU.
But they're
was called-
really bad, like straight into VR. If you try and use them straight into VR, like it's great for the mocap system and everything for VTubing, but you essentially have to turn them into slime trackers to be able to use them in VR chat effectively.
Oh yeah, definitely takes work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to get them to work
Yeah.
in VR chat decently, that you have to go. Yeah, you have to pair them with another app that talks with VR chat, and it gets all confusing.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
So the best
Sony.
application for them would actually to be recording pose animations and stuff like that. So say if you wanted to record like a dance or something outside of VR and then port it in and then do it as just like a playable animation for your avatar, that's what it would be good for when using for VR chat
Ah.
application.
Let's see. Well, Sony tried.
But like, if for some reason
Yeah.
the only thing you can afford or somehow have is the mocap or the mocappies, you can use them as full body tracking.
Yeah, it just takes a little extra effort.
It's just
It's
a
not
comment away.
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there
see.
goes-
Well, it's good that they've tried anyway. Maybe the next generation of trackers from Sony will blow all out of waters. Who knows?
I just want like a pair of like
That would
powered
be nice.
socks or something, and like just like a thin belt to track.
What the what?
Just like instead of these trackers, like
This
hanging
man
off my
wants toe
feet.
tracking.
Well, yeah, that of course, but like,
Ah.
who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that.
Feedback on the toes.
See,
Oh, David.
David
David
disappeared.
crashed.
Oh. Rip.
Oh dear. Well, poor David.
R.I.P.
He'll be back shortly.
Send in the replacement.
We don't have a replacement today.
Oh,
Oh, the
He
avatar doesn't
he
have
said
full name
direct
on it.
to me on Discord. Oh boy.
You're pretty flexible. over there.
Anyway, so we'll just have to continue the show. In yesterday, Shadow, me, Hang Tight, Lord S'mores, wherever that gentleman is, we had a brilliant idea. We decided to each go into the Avatar search world and search up each our own furry persona. So we found, and with the idea here, why we did this, you might ask. It's because we wanted to infiltrate furry headquarters to see what was up.
it happened.
Hopefully don't have a furry version of my avatar.
So we went in, disguised as furries, of course.
This doesn't sound convincing.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
But we were very hydrated, all right? We were very hydrated.
Indeed.
And we found some furries in front of some mirrors, as they do, and we were gonna go into the nitty gritty to figure out what makes a furry tick. That's all we did. And so we did the only logical thing it was to send S'mores in first. So we sent him first in to sort of seduce the furries.
He was very natural. He did a great job.
He was an excellent
it
furry.
felt
It was
like
almost like you would
he's
have
been
done it.
there.
Yeah, it was so real. I got so convinced. His furry avatar even had the LGBTQ lights on the tail.
Oh my god.
It was pretty convincing. But yeah, we actually almost I almost died trying to watch him act to a furry, saying he was gay and all to them. I don't actually remember all the conversations that were done there, but I nearly died. I remember it was so hilarious. I couldn't almost breathe. It was so bad.
What I took
Oh
from
my
it
god.
all, what I learned, what I ingested was that They're kind of rude, and they don't accept monkeys.
Yeah, they don't like monkeys. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't get that.
You would have thought it was one
now
of their
I
people.
understand what you guys went and did.
I don't know what you're talking about. Even when he was trying to be normal, they were kind of rude. Most of them just, they got very defensive.
Yeah, they were a little bit rude.
Or we were just doing he was doing a terrible job acting.
Yeah, I was quite bad at the acting as a furry. You know, I'm not a natural like Smoss was. I mean, he lived that shit. I got close to a crocodile furry once though in there. Sadly, that ended in disaster too.
Oh no.
Yeah, you lost it, David. I'm sorry.
I was here the whole time.
Oh, you were?
I was here the whole time. Yeah.
Were you in the basement?
Yeah, I don't know why you guys keep sending me down there for food. There's only people.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? That is food. Huh?
Cannibals.
But
Yeah.
this
Carl, killing people is wrong.
Why did you eat their hands, Carl?
doing this activity
But yeah,
gave us a little spark. We might, turn it into a series. And it'll be a We Became series. And I think next episode we'll have to do We Became E-Boys. And we're going to all be 10 feet tall.
Do you want to become dancers?
Oh, we can do that. We can do that for...
infiltrate the
Infiltrate the dancers.
That would actually be pretty interesting.
That would be a good
Dude,
series.
I'm 10 seasoned champion on So You Think You Can Dance television show on American national TV. Like, what's up? I am, what's his name? David Hasselhoff. I don't know what the dude's name is, if it's even a dude or whatever.
Yeah,
but
David Hasselhoff sounds right. Yeah, he's definitely dancing.
Definitely dancing, bro.
we could also, infiltrate places being mutes. We could also be e-girls, be like
We're gonna invade every
I'm so
single.
poor.
We're gonna invade
The
every
mirror dwelling
single
community.
niche, or I don't know what's the word. Every single group of VR chat. We're gonna get the.
One time we
get
need
the-
to infiltrate the drunk community.
Let's do it tonight. I know how to get in.
What do you mean?
I know how to get in.
Oh, you do? Huh?
Yeah.
You do?
Wait. Are you gonna also infiltrate the script kid community?
I don't even know what that is.
The kids who read off the script, dude, and they start saying some stupid stuff.
Oh, where you just shout at people reading off paper?
Yeah.
Or what about the hardcore RPers? Honestly, that could make a pretty interesting series. Just going through and going to different communities and just do it, essentially highlighting those communities,
Violating them.
No, highlighting them.
I see how we can. I see how we can actually make this happen and make it a. Give it a sort of IRL.
The virtual
infiltration
podcast
style.
undercover.
We became ERPers.
Undercover.
Oh
Oh no!
no! You need a Patreon only episode for that one.
Oh, there is one community I really want to infiltrate, though, but I have no idea where to find them. Allegedly, there is a community here called the Little People. I don't know if you've heard of them. They might have disbanded.
Bro.
But look, these are people, grown-up adults who pretend to be babies, to relive their childhood.
That's
they
just
have
a
worlds. Is it?
Yeah, it's a sexual thing, Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they're even worse.
Yeah, we're not doing that episode.
No, we're not.
Another Patreon only.
I've heard differently. Though. I've heard that little people trying to relive their childhood by, creating worlds with things up too big for them and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of people
if we can find
who
the
are
safe
into
for
that
work
kind
portion,
of stuff,
sure.
but
Safe for work portion. Maybe we can try to get the episode made and see if it's even remotely usable after all the shit we see.
Yeah.
oh my god. Kenny's
Kenny's gonna see small avatars
Kenny
that get mom
explores
fat
kinks.
flashbacks. He's gonna see small avatars and just be like, "Oh god, the trees, they're speaking."
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, this
no.
series. We need to make this happen. It's sort of going to be a good throwback. Yeah, or we became. I don't know. We might need to work on the title and see what works and what doesn't. But I totally see how this could actually.
Have
really
Morse be
good?
the first one to infiltrate every time.
Yeah, just throw S'mores in. He's a natural. He
S'mores guy.
actually he did the furry bit so
He's
good.
got the riz. He's got the riz.
Yeah,
know.
but when he pulled his monkey on them,
I'm down
they
for
didn't like
being
that
a
much.
part of that, though.
You want to be part of the infiltration group?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
With a bigger
Could drive
group,
the
we'll fit
van.
in better. We were sticking out last night. It was just
Yeah,
a few
with
of
the-
us.
Yeah, and also maybe because we
Oh,
sat
you were
like in
part of
a
it?
small group of girls who had sent s'mores into the fire and set the tea.
Oh yeah, that's true.
while he was I can't believe that one furry yesterday, though, when he got so upset because Morse pulled out his monkey on him. He actually trashed him.
Yeah. Crash s'mores.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, you should never underestimate the furries. I am actually convinced that the furries run this world because what the furry makes, it's usually the best.
Bro,
One
not
of
only
my
that,
favorite
but
things-
some of these furries make like tons of money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of my favorite memes that I've seen is just like, no, I'm not gonna bully the furries because if they can afford a $6,000 fursuit, they can afford a $15 pipe bomb in my mailbox.
Jesus Christ, man.
It is true. It is true. I mean, furries are some of
Most of my
they
world
have some of the
commissions have been from
smartest.
furries. They have so much
Yeah,
money.
Yeah, they're geniuses, and they have like their professions. They know what's up. Like so many some of the most innovating things in VR chat have been developed by furries. So you should never underestimate them. Which is why we need to go back and infiltrate their headquarters.
We need to find the leaders.
We need to find the leader of the furries, which is
I mean the
I think
leaders of
that's
the pack.
yeah, that,
I mean, the lizard people?
The lizard.
The lizard.
No, I
Oh
mean
no,
Illuminati.
Zuckerberg suspect number one.
I mean, those are
And
technically
with that,
furries, though.
And with that, my Facebook account has been disabled.
here's a conspiracy theory. What if Mark Zuckerberg is a furry?
I mean, he is a lizard person, so he's a scaly, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, not the scaly.
Oh, man. And there goes the next Quest 2 I buy is going to be a bomb. I already feel it.
Charged with a glitter.
Yeah. Glitter bomb. Irish glitter bomb.
But yeah, we're totally making this happen. Absolutely.
Yeah, suck. We mean it
I
as a
can't
joke,
wait for you
bro.
guys to become dancers. I'm gonna run you the guys through boot camp.
Oh lord. I'll get low.
Just need to put on some really generic dance avatar, fishnets, thigh highs. I don't know what they usually wear.
Man, this is one of my dancing
You know what I
enemies.
can do? I will.
Yeah, but the e-boys, they
I'll
got the
be-
net.
I'll DJ and
can show you
dance
my
at the
e-boy.
same time.
Oh.
Bro,
I'll be booked
You're
everywhere.
You're pushing the game, bro. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Why does me?
What, is your hand good?
I don't know. I'm gonna scream.
Well, we're actually running out of content here very rapidly. How far along are we? Did anybody care to take the time? I can see how long we've been live.
35 minutes.
It's
Or
only
30
been-
minutes.
It's only
Only 30 minutes? My goodness, we need a topic. Stat. Anybody?
I
Oh,
don't know.
I mean, we could try
Hello,
going
viewer.
deep since you guys brought up the alcoholics of VR chat and talk about the problem of alcoholism within VR chat.
no, there's no
Ooh.
problem. It's just people don't know how to, they don't know how to self moderate. Yeah. There's no problems. This is that bossing say thing. There is no alcohol problems.
I mean, it is
it genuinely
definitely
is
a problem. There genuinely is a
Yeah.
problem. You see it with some people in drinking nights and wherever as well. Some people get very, very, very dehydrated.
Very
to the point where
regularly.
you start to be concerned for them.
Mm.
You don't know whether or
Yeah.
not that person is actually dead on the floor in the lobby or whatever. Like it's that point sometimes.
Yeesh.
I think people
can
like
be,
to think it's cool that they're hydrating more than the others, so they actually take it too far, and they probably do hurt
And they
themselves.
push-
Yeah.
Instead of
That or
just
try to keep up with shot calls at clubs and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Like I've seen people drink themselves like absolutely stupid, and it makes me really concerned. Especially when you see the same people drinking the same amounts on like weekly bases.
with all the same results of just turning to bad. People need to know.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not a contest. Have a good time. Know your limits. Do
Yeah.
I surpass
Absolutely.
Make
my
sure you
limits
drink water.
sometimes? Yes. But
Yeah.
I think it's becoming a more rare
Yep.
occasion for me. I had a
Mhm.
problem. I'll say
Well,
it.
like
I like that. I
a
like
few
that.
months
I had a
ago,
problem.
we had someone pass away in the club scene due to over drinking in VR.
Oh wow.
They got alcohol
Seriously?
poisoning and actually passed away.
I'm
yeah,
sorry for
that
that.
was
oh my god.
yeah, that was quite a few. That was quite a few months ago. So yeah, that's
That
why
is
it's just like it's
really
an
bad.
actual problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think
like
part
it's
of the
very
issue-
important to go ahead,
Yeah, I
David.
think part of the issue is like you put the headset on and you lose track of time for one, and
And you
two,
don't
it's
realize
like
how
you
messed up
become
you are.
somebody else. Yeah, like I had a whole bottle, right, a whole liter and a half of whiskey, right. Freaking turn around, right, 2-3 hours later, and I'm down to like half a liter, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, where'd this shit go?
Yeah, I drank
drink it
almost
all.
a whole
I
bottle of
drink it all.
rum last time. Last time
Yeah.
I drank on VR, I drank almost a whole bottle of rum, and I woke up the next morning and I was throwing up, and like before I had passed out, I remember taking off my headset and then immediately realizing how messed up I actually was. Because when you're in your headset, you don't realize how much like your normal disorientating factors, like with the walls moving and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think another problem is like kids, 4 years ago maybe got a Quest. They were 15 something at the time, and they joined drinking nights and saw all these people having fun drinking on all this, and now they're old enough to find a way to get alcohol, or in some countries even just buy it themselves, and they're like, oh yeah, now I can join you. And they go as crazy as them, and they're probably hurting themselves too. I see. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
Yeah.
the real bad ones, I feel like, are always like kids. Maybe I'm just
Like-
Yeah, the younger.
18 to 22
like,
year olds.
Yeah,
some of the drinking
100%.
games are also not really helping either. They're given shitty or whatever. When you play with a ridiculous multiplier, some of them it's just stupid. Like nobody's going to take that amount of shots. And in any other culture other than English, there is this thing called sips, right? But largely that is not usually considered in drinking games in English anyway. In a drinking game in overseas countries, for you guys, you would give 10 sips instead of 10 shots. A shot is a glass that is filled to the brim, more or less.
Yeah, it's 1 ounce.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're giving away like 10, 15 shots like that, it doesn't make any sense. Like absolutely not. Like taking 1 shot is a solid amount of alcohol. It's
normally recommend people substitute them with water shots when the numbers get that high.
Oh yeah.
So you'll essentially just go end up chugging a bottle of water.
I'll tell people to take 10 sips or 10 drinks, not 10 shots. I usually tell people to take 10 drinks. It's like 10 little swigs, Just wet your lips, you're good. Yeah.
But with all of that as well, it also, like with VR chat being a social game and stuff like that, it also gives people like the wiggle room to not like even consider themselves as being like alcoholics or anything like that, because it's just like, oh no, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not sitting and drinking alone. I'm drinking with friends. And you end up with social alcoholics, and that's what I mostly see a lot of in VR chat, is they go and they'll actively look for other people who are drinking to be able to justify their drinking.
Yeah.
Because there's always a party going on somewhere in VR.
Always.
That
absolutely.
circles back to what I was saying about the headset. Like, it could be like noon, right? And you could put on your headset and boom, you're drinking not even 10 minutes later. And it's, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and you're already drunk by 11.
Oh, yeah.
So
One period of time, I got super depressed, and I was like, hydrating and partaking in herbs for 2 weeks straight.
Oh yeah.
Like a couple years ago. Yeah.
Do not recommend. Unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember, hydrate and herb responsibly.
Be smart. Act as if you're going out to a actual bar, and pace yourself. Know that you have to get home somehow. Get to your bed. and remember getting to your bed. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing too.
Remembering what
And if
happened
you're
the night
to the point
before,
where you're
very good.
waking up in a bathtub,
Not good.
maybe not very good.
Not good.
Unless you were puking, then it makes the cleanup a lot easier.
Makes sense.
Sleeping in a tub can really mess up your neck.
I'd rather
I've fallen asleep in
have
a
a
bathtub
stiff neck.
before.
Yeah, I
while
was
just
gonna say,
taking
I'd
a
rather
bath.
have stiff neck. Yeah, I'd rather have a little bit of a stiff neck and just be able to, take a quick bath and have it clean up a room or something later.
Oof.
Getting vomit out of carpet is not fun.
Oof.
It never really comes out.
Yeah.
No. It's just it's garbage at that point. Just get it out of here.
Especially like the smell of alcohol. If you've ever had to clean up vomit after somebody's
Oh
yeah,
god,
it is
yeah.
bad.
I've been there.
Like back when I was with my old roommates, one of them was drinking for the first time after she had moved in with us, and I made a rum-soaked watermelon, and she threw up everything, and it was bad. It's
Oh my days. Yeah, I had a solid party once when I was in college at my dormitory, and so we essentially invited the whole school, and we used the student community money to buy extra alcohol. And believe me, people were walking in with shoes and all. We had stage equipment. It was this party was lit. That's all you need to know. But the aftermath because we had confetti cannons, the cleanup and vomit and shit that was on that floor, I swear that building is still smelling to this day.
Ugh.
It was really bad. Really, really bad. Oh. But yeah, so the takeaway is to know your limits, especially, you're at home. Fair enough. You don't have to drive anywhere, and you don't have to take any cabs or taxi or bus or train or whatever you usually do when you go home from a night out. But you still have only one body, right? And only one set of each organ. Except if it's your kidneys,
Just because you're at home doesn't mean you don't be responsible.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget how many calories are in liquor.
Oh, a lot.
That too.
That's bad.
And
Yeah.
it's very important to give your organs time to recuperate after having alcohol. So having some dead periods where you give your body time to recuperate completely is very, very important. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in a degeneracy ladder here. Without it's a decaying ladder, not degeneracy ladder.
I mean,
It's kind of both, yeah.
is fair.
Yeah, I honestly both are fair. So yeah.
Be smart, and if you're worried about someone, talk to them.
Yes.
If
Try-
you're the person
100%.
Talk to them when they're
understand
sober.
It's just because we care.
Talk to them when they're sober.
Yeah, if you're the
Yeah.
person being talked to, just know we're only saying something because we care.
Yeah, listen to your friends and don't be afraid to tell your friends or get other people involved if you're concerned about someone. I've seen it happen in VR where people have gotten sent to the hospital due to, because I've been on this game for 4 or 5 years now, and so I've seen a lot of different stuff happen. So also, something I can very much recommend: have a VR emergency contacts.
Ooh.
Have somebody who knows where you are in case something does happen to you when you're in VR.
That's smart, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're somebody who heavily inebriates while in VR. Having an emergency contact is honestly a lifesaver.
That's smart. Yeah, it's a good tip to have. Now, with that out of the way, maybe we should move over to plugs. Oh, but before we do that, I just have some off-topic things I wanted to share.
Planes?
You know,
This
guess
whole
what?
podcast has been off
Guess-
topic.
Really has. We haven't talked about planes yet, but I have something better. I shit you not. I saw somebody with a Balenciaga shirt.
Oh no!
Interest is peaked right now.
It was
know
one of
what
those
that
it's fashion. You don't understand.
It's a meme.
I
It's
don't
not.
understand fashion.
It's a meme at this point. It's a meme at this point.
So it's like you could have a black
Don't take
T-shirt,
them
but it could say
seriously.
Balenciaga like this, and
I
it would
understand
be
memes.
worth $600 or more.
At least.
At
Yeah,
least
pretty
600. That's on sale. Fashion.
Weren't you about to buy those $800 Balenciaga Crocs?
Yeah, they exist too. $800 Balenciaga Crocs.
And they're not even the official Croc brand.
Yeah, they're Balenciaga Crocs, but that's up the point. I saw somebody in public with a Balenciaga shirt, one of those jeans cowboy shirts, like the same the garnet as a normal jeans, right? Blue-ish,
Yeah.
but it was black and it was worn out, like driven over by a truck or something. One of those. It probably cost him $2,000. And
At
huge yellow, almost yellow letters, Balenciaga. And I was like, whoa.
Balenciaga.
Did
There's a
you
real Chad right there.
think about robbing him?
Mm-hmm.
I did. I was like, yeah, shit, I need that.
It's the Balenciaga. It's the Balenciaga, man.
It is the way.
Sadly, the both the police and the emergency medical
EMS.
Yeah,
Just say
Emergency medical services. Yeah.
the ambulance and the police were already here at this gas station,
Ah.
so I couldn't really do anything funny.
Darn.
Sadly.
Accuse
you know
him
where
of
you can
stealing.
always rep Balenciaga. At least you can always wear Balenciaga on VR, like that man right there.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Balenciaga sneakers.
A quick off topic, since we haven't talked about planes in a while, and this will be real short and sweet.
Okay.
There's a flying car
Plane.
that has been approved
Really?
Oh my God.
by the FAA and is being built, and
Oh, I
every
saw
single
that.
one is already sold. All the ones that are being
Really?
produced are
Yeah,
already
but
yeah.
nobody thinks
Yeah.
it's gonna actually be a thing
I don't know.
because
It
it's not
might-
even like in testing stages yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Been approved by the FAA,
It's
though.
but approved by
They
FAA is
have to have
big.
tested it. Yeah,
How
yeah.
can-
That means it
how
has to
could
have
they-
been tested somehow.
How could they possibly allow this to happen in
But
America, where
it's
the
not-
Karen population is so damn high?
I mean, it's not going to be like a regular Joe Schmo off the street and go like, "Yeah, I want a flying car." You got to be a pilot. You got to, you have to be a pilot, get all the
You gotta have your
requirements
hours.
for it, have the hours
Yeah.
for it.
So you can't just
It's still a
skip
plane.
the rush
It's
traffic
still a
and be like,
I mean,
So it'd
eventually
probably
you
be
can.
just like getting a. So yeah, you'd have to have a plane license and a
Yeah.
driver's license.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a novelty again for rich people, so it's fine.
I bet most
Yeah,
of them
those
will
who
just
can
be in
afford
a
a,
garage and museums to look at. You'll see one on YouTube or something.
It'll be that
and that'll
one
be it.
crazy. Yeah, I was about to say you'll have that one crazy guy who actually flies and drives it. But I can only imagine because a pre-flight check takes like 2 hours, dude. So like it's gonna be a leisure vehicle. It's not gonna be something like you can think, oh, that's an alternative to me using the freeway. Like
Yeah. Still
Not at least at
very
this stage in our
specialized.
history.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Nah,
Maybe
I
in
work
another
aviation.
30
Yeah,
years.
maybe one day. Yeah, before our lifetime is over,
We'll have
it would be nice. But
flying
right now,
Audis
working
and-
aviation.
Karens in rush hour
Flying
traffic in the
Audi.
sky.
oh god.
You'll have the flying Prius going too slow on the left flying lane.
Trying to pass here.
Flying lane.
Yeah.
I wonder
Or
how
should I say
police
more?
would
Just
work.
the
Because they
concept
have-
of having
they
to
have to fly-
apply
take a
like
flight test.
altitude restrictions and stuff like that, and then trying to enforce no-fly zones, and then residential areas are going to be a whole nother thing. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's totally con-
Yeah,
It
there's
just
going to be a
all sounds like a
bureaucratic
logistical
nightmare.
nightmare. Yeah.
Yep. Like I
But
said,
did you know
someone
how
who works
they,
aviation, this is just oof. Because then you have to
The
drive
way-
to your local airfield, prepare your plane, then from there talk to the tower, and then you're gonna have a fucking line of car planes just trying to take off. It's just Then
This
towers, you'd be
poor
like-
Boeing 747 with almost 300 passengers, have to wait in line for 800 vehicles who are going to take off.
Yep. And then you have that one Prius who doesn't use their turn signal, just ignores the tower, just causes a huge accident.
This one Prius flying edition.
Also,
Yeah,
the
pretty
concept
much.
with that new flying car is they want it to be electric when we literally don't have the technology to make batteries light enough for that to be even possible, unless they have some secret battery technology they're hiding from the rest of us.
Well, actually, there is a solution. Not a solution, but like what people have been doing is they'll use diesel generators to charge the battery systems, right? So it'll be all run off the batteries.
Batteries are
All the
stupid.
diesel engine
That
will
seems
do.
counterproductive.
It's like flying a
Yeah.
cell phone. In
It
10
is,
years,
it
it'll
is.
have like 2% battery life and can't charge.
It's dumb. It's a whole dumb thing. But people have been doing that. There's a guy with the with a Tesla. He has the diesel generator hooked up to his car, and he barely broke into 600 miles when you have certain cars doing 1,000 miles to a gasoline, engine. Gasoline or diesel engines in Europe because they're more popular over there.
Our tech
for
just
everyday
isn't
cars.
there to fully convert to electric yet.
No.
Once
Hydrogen-
we have a better battery technology than lithium-ion based batteries, then maybe. But until
It'll
then,
have to be lighter.
we don't
I
have.
think it'll
We
just
don't have
it's
any
just
batteries.
it'll just be the weight. I think that's the biggest killer to the range, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways, the weight is the biggest killer. Like
It's the energy density
lithium ion.
per pound.
Well, shoot.
And
Once
also,
they
you
solve
gotta
the
look
weight
into
issue,
the
it'll be
ethics of
saving-
lithium.
Yes, cobalt mining.
Whenever they find some new battery technology that's based on something completely different that isn't lithium, it's going to be mined as unethical as the lithium.
You just need to make sure we're disposing of it properly in the ocean.
Oh, yes.
Turn it to the earth.
So,
In
some
the
people
ocean.
like to
That is one
bring
of the
them
greatest
to
things of all
dumps
time.
or places that recycle. No. The ocean recycles it for you.
Don't take them to AutoZone for the $20 store
David
credit either.
Attenborough in your face here.
No. It's completely ethical to throw your used car batteries in the ocean because it charges the electric eels. What is wrong with you? You must hate electric eels.
Oh my days! All right, we need to do plugs this instant.
Yeah. I want to plug. Can I go first? Because I
Careful,
want
we're
to
gonna
plug.
start getting controversial.
All right,
I want to plug the Facebook page. I literally want to plug the Facebook page throwing your used car batteries in the ocean. It's a completely safe and legal thrill.
No!
It's a literal Facebook page. Go give it a like.
You're gonna give don't
You're
give
charging the
don't
electric
give
eels.
sucked in.
Don't give freaking the AutoZone employees your battery for the $20 store credit. Okay.
It's actually 50 now.
Next time I have tea with David Attenborough, I'll send him your way. This old man's gonna
Don't
rock you
worry.
up.
I will send them to throwing your used car batteries in the ocean. Think of the
Oh my
electric eels,
God.
Kenny. They need to charge.
It's not at all how they operate or function, but anyway, just give me a plug.
Can we skip me? I'm not ready yet. I haven't thought of it.
Okay. Do you have a plug, Shadow?
Myself, as always.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to put your link tree
Buy her
back
stuff.
in the.
Yeah. No, use my card. I told you to use my card.
Yeah.
On my link tree. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, there
my-
goes your like.
Yeah, it did.
Yep, there goes your like. Yeah, no, y'all can find me through my card. I do commissions and sell some stuff. So
Give money.
yeah.
3D.
Give me
3D
money.
development.
They could support
Oh, I
them
also
so they
make
could
stuff
do this
for
for the rest
3D
of their life.
Yes, honestly, that would be a dream. But I also do make 3D models for a company now too. So I should add that to my card profile. It's a custom dice making company
Ooh.
that I make 3D models for. I make like little figures that go inside of the dice,
Ooh, fancy.
and they're all made out of resin. Yeah, they're really nice.
It's pretty cool. Well, I guess it's time for my plug. Shoot, when the hell am I gonna plug?
I'll go.
Alright, you ready? Excellent.
Since I'm unimaginative, I will plug Rift VR Club. There's a lot of events coming up. It's a club world that I staff for and I DJ here and there for. But we have a lot of great events coming up. There's a whole music festival we got going on. A lot of unannounced things that are happening this month. It's a cool place.
Ooh. Unannounced.
Unannounced. Still secret. I wish I could tell you. It's very
Oh,
exciting.
come on, a
Events I
hint,
could
a
announce.
hint.
next week.
A hint.
Hint tight, man.
Oh,
hint,
man.
Hint tight. Come on, hint tight.
I hope the boss isn't watching. Well, there's big music festivals going on right now all the way through July and into August, and there may be or may not be a time where one of those events ends and you are directed to Rift to enjoy the late night shenanigans and fun.
Ooh.
Lots of things. There's like
I
5
see.
events
Cool.
unannounced coming up, all very quickly here. It's a very busy month. So it's a good place.
Very busy.
Announceable event.
Announceable.
I
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you want to announce it? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot. So actually on July 15th, I'm going to be celebrating my club's 1-year anniversary, and we're having a giant DJ event called Ice Fest, where we have a lineup of, I think, 8 to 10 DJs for live music and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yep. So
That's 8 to
that's all
10?
sorts of fun.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then on the 16th we'll be kicking off with a performance from our own DJ as well. Why did I just forget his name and now I'm upset? Just Shane.
The Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
Don't you just love it? All right, I'll do my plug. I'll plug. Jesus Chrysler. I'll plug Yisk, Scandinavian Sleeping and Living.
Yiskuska?
Yisk.
Yisk. All right.
Yes.
What the heck
It's
is
like
that?
it's like IKEA, but not. That's what it is.
Is it better than IKEA?
It's like IKEA, but not Swedish.
Trick question. Nothing's better than IKEA.
I think
Yeah, man.
I think Yisk is
IKEA meatballs
Danish.
are top tier.
Serious? Do you know if Yisk
I've
is
never been to
Danish?
an IKEA.
What?
Yeah.
You mic drop moment.
Is that Swedish too? Oh my god, they have like the furniture cartel over there.
The furniture cartel? The
I
Godfather's
don't
gonna
think they
show
have
up.
IKEA where I live.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's furniture assembly.
It's like that one rat from the Zootopia movie.
Oh my god.
Based on the Godfather, bro. Oh my god. You come to me on the...
Oh my god. Well, I think it's time for us to end. We're reaching. Where are we at?
We're at 1 hour and 3 minutes now, so we've hit the hour mark.
Yeah, we're at
After
the hour mark
intro
essentially.
is deleted.
Yay.
We've cancelled 100% through this episode. We mentioned so many negative things. Like the only thing we're missing is let's not go there. All right, thank you so much for watching the Virtual Podcast episode 46. Especially thanks to you who tuned in live. We're done now. I'm not entirely sure whether or not we'll have an episode next week because I might be flying down south. That is not to come, I guess. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh god, I
Bye.
have to hit the button.
Walk this way. I was born in a flame. Mama said that everyone would know our name. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm burning out, I never am.